So here we
Dicks!
have for you today. Wow, thank you, Pootis. That was great.
Dicks!
Thank you. So here we have for you today Delcore versus Brandon. And Dix apparently. So yeah, there's that. If you're into that, I guess. Because you know, Pootis is. He loves
Delicious.
delicious dicks. So Pootis, are you in the game?
I am currently in the gay.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
Right.
Everybody, Pootis is single. Gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
So,
Right. We're
as we
seeing the
move
gay
forward,
move up north.
as we we see the Oberkommando West focusing on the fuel. Smart Soviet player, also focusing on the fuel, also smart. No mistakes from either player, at least no obvious ones that I can think of.
Liar.
How am I lying? Exactly, me studies. You are an expert in this game, we know, but
I bet on Delcore that he's gonna win.
very good. But it might turn out that Brandon is going to win.
Care to make that bet in NCR dollars or Legion denarius?
Or both.
Or caps.
But in any case, we have the point actually unconnected for Brandon here. I don't think he realizes that he needs to conquer this point as well. Maybe he does, maybe he does not. But in any case, he's not going to get any resources.
We're about to see the first engagement of the day here. Kuba Wagon takes on those engineers at long range. Not really a battle.
No,
it's more
that's
slaughter.
good. That's good. Because the Kuba-Wagon's there to suppress, not as much to kill. But yeah, these engineers are just going to retreat. But Brandon needs to take that point because Brandon is making Jack Diddley squat with regards to resources. Look at his fuel income; it is miserable, miserable. All of his stuff is unconnected.
That's a tiny little shrunken.
Shrunken little income compared to Delcore. He's making less than half of what Delcore is making, and that is going to be huge. But instead, he is doing what Delcore sometimes does as well, focusing too much on the engagement, not enough on the economic part of things. Which he needs to. He needs to take land and connect those points.
These machine guns are doing work, but these Sturm Pioneers are getting up close. If the conscripts can take them on, well, though.
Well, actually, they are engaging at a pretty effective range here for Sturm Pioneer.
Here we go. This machine gun's gonna die in a second here. Oh, will they be able to get it? Will they be able to get it?
Probably.
Nope.
Yep, it gets away.
Barely. It's gonna take a while to.
Oh, look at those! They are stuck on the conscript.
Oh, look at that! Oh, that is some gamey stuff right there from Delcore. He's just blocking those Sturm Pioneers.
I think these years are going to get revenge on their fallen brothers.
This is destined to be a game of hilarity.
Perhaps, but Brandon needs to reconnect those points because he's not making any resources.
I don't think he realizes that. Either that or he doesn't have the power to connect them.
He does have the power. All he needs to do is put one little squad on this point over here that I'm looking at right now, but he does not.
Brandon is not He-Man. He does not have the power.
An AT grenade from across the fucking map. Jesus Christ.
I told you this is gonna be a game of hilarity.
That was ridiculous. But this Kuba-Wagon still has a little bit of fight left in it. Enough to fight the conscripts, though. No, not
nope.
really.
It's dead.
He's dead, Chip.
This 1v1 began with bragful boasting, and it may end in a humiliating defeat.
It may end in tears.
Humiliating
so
defeat.
many tears. Oh, will he be able to finally connect his resources?
Maybe.
Yep.
After all these years, he's finally connected.
Finally
these points.
has the resources.
But
he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it.
But he's going to capture this next one. It's nice. It's a nice property with oil barrels galore and carts and crates.
And now
conscripts
$30,000. Now conscripts have Molotovs to burn out the enemy. And that point is unconnected again.
Poor Brandon. Always unconnected.
Oh my god.
Dicks. This point is actually a bit more crucial than the victory point itself, because the one right behind it here, because
Arguably, yeah.
that one and the one on the road there, because that is the whole connector of this entire map back here for the Axis.
And he finally does retake it. Now his fuel income is a little bit more manageable. 15 to Delcore's 20. Axis players can still be competitive with 15 fuel versus 20. However, he had 4 for the longest time.
The longest time. Although Delcore technically has fewer fuel than him.
And Delcore technically also has, well, not even technically, factually, less units than him. So if Brandon is smart about the way he takes advantage of this,
No,
he
he's
might
not
be
going to
able
be smart about this.
He's not going to...
No, he's not going to be smart about this.
You know what? If you're sure,
Because that machine gun can just... Oh, never mind.
you're a bit behind. He just flanked around that and sent it back.
No, I wasn't. The way he flanked around it, I thought those Sturm Pioneers were just going to get wasted by a unit that was going to come in, but no. And now Delcore has those shock troops.
Oh, the Schick troops.
The Schlick troops. The female masturbation troops.
Whoa.
We
Dude,
see this
we've got
coming
kids. We've got kids watching.
I don't think so. Oh, so we have kids watching? Good.
Oh, God. Pootis is available as a babysitter, ladies and gentlemen. Contact his official website, CuriousDaddy69.com. Anyway, victory point being contested here. Brandon has actually made a pretty good comeback so far, I think.
Yeah, he's made a good enough comeback. Hopefully, he'll be able to do something and be able to even up the count of these victory points.
He's actually managed to flank these machine guns very successfully, murdering them. Christ on a handbasket.
Wow. It's going to hell in a handbasket real fast.
Real fast. Where was that from again? I forgot.
Left 4 Dead. Bill said it. I love that quote. I love that quote. It's I say it all the time whenever I take a test. It's like whenever I take a math test and none of the shit that was on the study guide is actually on the test. I'm like, this is going to hell in a handbasket real fast.
Yeah. And I bet the teachers tell you shut the fuck up.
And here comes the shock troops up behind.
Oh, that was a good Molotov.
That's a grenade.
Smart grenade.
Smoke grenade.
A regular grenade, but that was yeah.
That was the worst placed grenade.
Well, no. That was technically smart, because if he had moved the Volksgrenadiers up in anticipation of the grenade landing on his troops, he would have walked right into it.
Yeah, but
Delcore gambled, and Delcore lost in that gamble.
It was probably a stupid move to just... Why did he ever deploy that smoke towards the machine gun? He should have thrown the grenade at that machine gun.
He didn't have the range at that range. Oh, redundant there. Anyway. So now Brandon has a bit more fuel, but unfortunately for Brandon, Delcore had the fuel advantage for most of the game. And a very solid one at that.
Brandon's boast might actually be a bit more valid now. He may have been sucking intentionally.
And even if he loses, he's still bloody Delcore's nose a bit.
Most definitely. Some bloody noses, bloody dicks.
Whoa, Pootis, children watching.
Good.
Still available as a babysitter, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Pootis, enough flapping.
Enough faffing.
Enough faffing about, oh, but he is taking this fuel, and he has cut Delcore off, and now it looks like Brandon might have a very solid fuel advantage, since he's not only going to cut off this point, but he's going to take it for himself, gulping up all of that fuel. I like to think that the fuel points are actually just little oil, what are those called, like
oil drums.
Yeah, not oil drums, but oil wells, just pumping oil out of the ground right as the battle's going on. Grenade coming in, it's machine gun. That's not so good. Another grenade coming in. It's not so good. Needs more kills. units.
And Delcore's making a comeback here. Damn.
Well, that's because he's using 100% of his army on the spot right here. Delcore actually is pretty.
Ow.
Look
at the damage on that.
Oops. Yeah, at this range, it's not going to do too much.
It's not so good.
It's not so good. But he does find the Mechanized Regiment HQ that Brandon here is deployed. Brandon has a lot of munitions. Hasn't picked a commander yet, but that's alright. Maybe he wants to pick something specific, you know?
He might. If he goes Luftwaffe, that might work.
You know, anything
I like
can technically
Luftwaffe.
work.
I like Luftwaffe.
I like Special Operations Doctrine. I hated it for.
Which one of these has the combat package?
The combat package, all of them. It's a default upgrade.
Oh, where do you get that from?
No, it's just Volksgrenadiers. It's a per Volksgrenadier basis. You just press U, you get the combat package. It's it's a 90 munitions upgrade.
Oh no! I mean, what's the thing that lets you throw a whole bunch of grenades at once?
Oh, that's the infiltration tactic. That's the special operations or scavenge. Hey, Carolyn, we're casting a little 1v1 between Brandon and Delcore.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point because we've screwed up the casting so much.
We haven't screwed it up. I actually think it's going pretty well.
Yeah,
it's a little bit more personal than usual. A little bit more personal.
It might be a nice little comedy episode here.
No, it's not comedy though.
Oh.
Let's not kid ourselves. But if